I spilled some of this off camera. It's Comics and Shots, a completely improvised semi-comedic music by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd, aka YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Man, aka Mick the Maverick, aka Silly Willy Walnut. Today's subject, my few criticisms of James Gunn's Creature Commandos. To clarify, I feel that this season was really good, had a lot of great great animation, introduced the characters well, they all had great backstories and everything. But after like a few weeks, or maybe a week has passed, I've kind of looked back on it and just thinking, this was not James Gunn's best thing. It wasn't awful, of course not. No, it was fine. I'm really hoping for season 2, but yeah. Yeah. Like, for starters, they did Frankenstein's monsters so dirty in this show. Like, in the comics, he was actually like a somewhat respectable character, especially the post-New 52 version. In this, he's like a straight-up borderline incel creepus. And in a way, that's accurate to the book Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, but is it accurate to the comic book version based on the Mary Shelley version? I don't know. But that's like a minor thing. Let's talk about the major thing that, like, most of the team on this show weren't the Creature Commandos. It was G.I. Robot, and that's it. He was the only member of the original team on this show. Everyone else was new. Doc Phosphorus was a Batman villain. Bride was a Shade character, I think. Seven Soldiers of Victory by Grant Morrison. Nina Mazursky, she actually was Creature Commandos, but led the team, and she's vastly different from her comic book origin, who mutated herself on purpose into being a fish person, and was also, like, more of an administrator. Whereas in this, she's just like, her dad tries to, like, help her breathe more, and her mom won't have it, and leaves, and then he turns her into Babe Sapien, essentially. Then she runs away from home, swims naked in the river, then gets arrested, and for some reason isn't considered a human, even though it's clearly documented that she was born a human, and that is a major fucking plot hole. Yeah, like, can we just be honest? The Nina Mazursky thing is a total plot hole. Why she's on the team, why she's even in prison, it makes literally no sense. It makes literally no sense. Ugh. Yeah. I'm not going to complain about the villain as much, for all we know that they're setting something up, maybe they were just going up for an anticlimactic thing, so that's kind of cool. But, yeah. The one thing I definitely will complain about, though, is I thought this show was going to be a period piece set in World War II, which is the era of when the Creature Commandos was, At least I remember. Yeah. Instead, it's just pretty much just Suicide Squad, the animated series, but with Creature Commandos paint. And to be fair, it's a perfectly fine Suicide Squad, the animated series with Creature Commandos paint. But I kind of would have also liked to see a thematically accurate Creature Commandos show where they were in World War II or whatever. Like I said, a period piece would be nice. I was hoping for Weird War. Instead, it was a little more comical, and, it's fine. It is a fine show, but I kind of thought we'd go into a different direction rather than just another Suicide Squad story. And also, it just kind of feels like this series only exists. Like, he had to find a loophole to do another Suicide Squad story, as he made the Suicide Squad illegal in Peacemaker. So, it's like, oh, well, no person can join, but these people aren't human, yet some of them are. Fucking Nina and Dr. Phosphorus are both human. Classic Mandy said so. This is all illegal. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Ugh. 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 Rick Flag Sr. kind of looks like James Gunn. My friend pointed that out to me, and now I can't unsee it. Yeah. To clarify, I generally like this show, but a lot of people overhyped it and said it was like just as good as like Guardians or Slither or his other works. I feel this was just okay, and I feel like the spillover from like James Gunn's is like like good works, definitely actual masterpiece, kind of spilled over and painted this as a masterpiece in the eyes of the fans, and it's kind of just a pretty good TV show that could benefit from another season. That's pretty much it. That's how I view Creature Commandos. It's fine, but I felt it could have been better. That's just me. Don't get me wrong, Weasel's backstory made me cry. All the backstories were good, but the overarching plot and the theme of it, I don't know. I just don't know. It felt like it had a lot of good elements. It just didn't stick the landing enough. It stuck the landing, just not enough. That, and it's kind of hard to stick the landing completely when the foundation of it was a little weird and shouldn't have been the foundation of it completely, when it should have been the foundation should have been a freaking World War II period piece. So yeah, that's like my unpopular takes on James Gunn's Creature Commandos. Love me, hate me, yeah. Ugh. It's all good. What do you think? Do you have any unpopular opinions about Creature Commandos? Let me know in the comments. With that, like, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you're feeling nice. Share it with a bear. And always remember, praise be to the Blood Elk, fear the Stabbopotamus, and death to Kronos. I'm making spaghetti. Have a day, folks.